right. First off, congratulations on the all RS Motorsports Merks Starrette final in Valdosta.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tell me about that one. Tell me about that event and that weekend.
That was a fun weekend. We had a small field, but I think most of the heavy hitters were there.
Mm-hmm. Including you guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We've been struggling with his bike. We're starting to get a handle on it, and I mean, he's coming along riding better too. I don't want to say he sucked to start with, but no, he's improving his riding too, more consistent on the tree and everything. And he finally put it all together. We're coming around with it.
Well, I know you've always sort of been sort of a tough love coach with David. I've watched it over the past, couple years.
I call a dumbass. I'm sorry.
Facts are facts. Improve, that's the thing.
Yeah, and but you've also claimed, responsibility for being, I guess, a fish out of water with the Turbobusa.
Yeah, and I think that's one reason this took us so long to get this far with it.
And but hey, congratulations on sealing the deal there in Valdosta, and then again last night.
Yes, sir.
Here for that 7-second motorcycle race that's finished up on a hot August night after starting in March.
Yeah. I think it's probably to his advantage that it waited till now to do that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Give us more time to tune.
So what about how's it feel to be winning?
I mean, it feels good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like with us both struggling with the bike, I should have been there a long time ago. He's given me the tools to go, and I just hadn't put it together, and I felt like I should have done it a long time ago. But I'm happy with it.
Roger told me just a few minutes ago that he sometimes doesn't let you know exactly what kind of tools you've got, because he says he sometimes has to plug some extra numbers in when you've gone to the bathroom or something.
Well, he's got a bad habit about thinking about it on the track. They don't know how to flip the switch, so I waited till he went to the bathroom that time and turned him up just a little bit. And I didn't tell him.
And it turned out to be what they're saying was the quickest side-by-side Real Street.
Yeah.
MIRock Real Street race, I think.
Unfortunately, he went too fast, though. He don't have a backup for the record.
Oh well.
That's it. Always
and went a little too fast on your job of launching too slow. I'm sorry. On job of launching the motorcycle.
Yes, sir.
Well, it happens. It's a hot day.
Well, congrats to Ricky G too. He earned it. I mean, he's worked his butt off this weekend too. So.
Yep. Ricky's been working his butt off for a few years now. Ever since he's had to do everything on his own.
That's right.
He hustles. He's working.
He does. That's what I'm saying. If anybody deserves it, he does.
And it's good to see him. It's good to see him back out down here, because I know he's been going to Maryland on occasion and Manufacturers Cup on occasion, and it's always good to see him out at the track.
Well, that way we can go to ATCO, to his home track, and
absolutely
hurt his feelings there.
Absolutely. Can't you see how sad everybody's got? All the Philly clubs are going to be like despondent on their way home. Who do you guys want to thank?
I mean, really, it's just us. I mean, Rodney Wilford helped us set up the turbo system initially and everything, but I mean, it's really just us and our crew.
That's it.
Anybody specifically, David, you need to throw some shout-outs to?
I can't say it enough. I mean, Roger.
Right.
He's the man. Steve, puts his heart into it too.
Yeah.
You've even pushed me too.
Oh, but
you came to that trailer that one day, you said, you need to fix this. I said, yes, sir.
I hear you. That's right.
I don't forget.
That's right. I practice tough love also.
Yes, sir.
And they obviously delivered a good track here on a very hot, humid day. The track
on the top end. Everybody was spinning a little bit. I think. I'd hate to say even that pass he was spinning on top just a little bit.
Right.
But I mean, it was fair because both lanes done it. So.
Right. All right. So we covered Valdosta. We covered out of the let's see, 3 races that really basically were covered. 2 wins and the runner-up. What was your closest round, you think, in all 3 events?
That one right there.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That was pretty. To be the one.
You were side by side all the way, right? It sure looked like it.
All the way. He's got the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, the GoPro would be that would be a good video.
He said
See if I can get a hold of that.
Back and forth a little bit on that one.
He's got it, so
Yeah.
need to get your hands on it.
You got that right. Anything else?
Sir, that's it.
That's it. It's too hot.
I hear you. I hear you. All right, gentlemen. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. All right, Roger. Congratulations on another winning weekend for the RS Motorsports team.
Thanks. It's been a while. Kept Jeremy back in the winter circle. Struggling with his bike most of the year. Really don't know why, but maybe we're close to getting a handle on it again.
Well, it seemed to be. What about that? What about that mile an hour? What do you think about that?
I'm pretty sure he dropped in. I mean, he was wheeling across the finish line. I think he dropped the wheel.
I hear you. It's an impressive number nonetheless.
Yeah.
It sounds
I mean,
good.
he run like a 195, and that was probably close to being legitimate.
Yes, I think I think you're right. The bike has some new plastics on it this weekend.
I changed everything on the bike, so I figured when I go out with old plastics. I changed all the electronics and everything else, so I figured change the bodywork too.
I hear you. And you ran awfully strong this weekend.
Well, I blew my motor up actually in the first round of qualifying.
Yep.
And I put my little motor back in as a spare.
Yep.
And blew the exhaust apart 2 passes later. And put an old junky exhaust I had on it. Never really got my tune back. So I wasn't as strong as I should have been this weekend.
Okay.
Every time I race one of my guys, I always cut a good light, but it's never enough.
Right. But you're running really strong. What'd you run on when you blew the motor up on Friday? What'd you run?
Well, I run a 781 on Friday.
Yeah, that's pretty stout.
Could be better. You know, I mean, I'm never satisfied, but I mean, I want to run a 770 something.
Right. Very good. And so we're going to see that in October?
I hope so.
All right.
Yeah. And we blew the turbo bike up.
Right. That was Friday also?
Yeah.
Friday was an expensive day for RS Motorsports.
It was.
Kind of glad I wasn't around for all the tears.
That's part of racing.
Yeah.
Not happy about it, but we do what we got to do.
All right. So what's the points like? Do you have any idea?
I'm not certain, but I think Jeremy took another little jump ahead now.
Okay.
It was, well, David was second and Ricky was third.
Right.
And they went out 2 rounds apart, and Jeremy gained 2 rounds on Ricky and 3 rounds on David, so that lengthened the lead a little bit.
All right. Anything else?
All Ricky said. All right.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.